This is number 7, par 5. As I mentioned earlier, this used to be a little pond over here on the left that just came into play if you shanked it or something, topped it. Very difficult hole in its original state. You see the big bunkers to the left. The fairway slopes severely left to right, and in good condition, tough conditions here, they would let that rough in the right get really thick. So if you're a big hitter and went around that corner or tried to, it would slope down into the rough. You had a hard time getting out of that. Then you were tree hooked, as we'll get to on the second shot of this hole. But on the right, you got a creek with trees going all along to catch errant balls that way. Great place to hunt for golf balls. All right, this is the second half of the hole on number 7, par 5. If you got to drive to here, you're doing well, but what it used to be like in the beginning was there were 3 giant oak trees blocking the green completely from your view right now. In the beginning, you couldn't see the green from where we are right now. There's 3 giant oaks, lightning, old age, and then they cut the last one down because it was slowing play down. Also on the left, there used to be a bunker about where that cart path starts on the left. So if you try to, stay away from those trees too much, you could get in the bunker on your second shot. Very delicate approach, very difficult to hit with a lofted shot from here. And if you're in the right by the creek, you're, out of luck completely on the hole. So tough hole. The green kind of slopes away, kind of is a east-west green or north-south. It goes away from you. It's kind of narrow and long that way. And you got bunker on the left, and you used to have another one on the left on the back side of it too. Yeah, that's it. Number 8, par 4. Dog leg left up the hill.
Evil hole.
That creek in front has always been a creek. There used to be at the very right-hand side there a large willow. Made it kind of difficult from the red tees. The whole key here is getting over the creek and then not hitting it too far into the woods. Nothing much has changed. Up around the green, I think there's one bunker on the back left they filled in quite early on. But it's remained pretty much the same.
Now, that's a hard hole.
It's very difficult, I think.
The slope of the fairway right to left is nasty, and the creek on the left is nasty. Yeah. Standing on the 8th green, looking out. What do you see?
Beautiful.
Looking back on number 8, back to the tee, down to number 7. Willows are starting to bloom in spring. It's a beautiful course.
I was out here today planting those pine trees.
Is that right?
Yep.
I bet they're a little back there.
Number 9, sharp dog leg, par 4. Kind of long. Over the years, the left-hand side here has been treated with small trees, cut them down, plant them again. At one time, the out of bounds actually came down to a triangle point there. There was a larger tree at the point of the dog leg that made it difficult to drive a dog leg. Plus, like I said, sometimes it was out of bounds, so if you didn't make it, you were laying 3 somewhere else. The green is guarded by big traps. They filled a couple on the back side in. The right's never really managed much trouble.
I know. That's roots. Looking back down number 9 from the green back to the fairway. It's a beautiful hole, beautiful view from, this is basically a clubhouse view at countryside. Mountains in the background. Fort Lewis Mountain, 18th hole.
Number 10, a lot of memories. On the way home, we always played 10, 11 to walking home. I can remember before this course was built, there used to be a barn where we're standing. And I can remember jumping in the hay bales there one time. All right, dogleg right. You had a bunker at the very top that was filled in on the right. There used to be a big tree right in the corner on the right-hand side, right above the cart path there, that would block a lot of second shots and even some first shots. There was also a sand trap below it that would catch some bunker shot. I mean, some fairway drives. Up by the green, you had bunkers behind the green as well as in front. On par 3, home hole, going home. I remember when those pine trees were planted. Have they done anything to this? I think they've left all the bunkers as they were originally. That one on the left went a little further in toward the middle a little bit. That's it.
My friend Jerry Naff used to live in a brick house there and used to come down here before the course was built. And this is alfalfa fields. And we used to play dead trying to draw the buzzards in so I could shoot them with my bow and arrow, but that never happened.
Shooting Jerry Neff in the buzzard alfalfa field.
And a nice garden over here to the left.
Yeah, great garden. That's going to be definitely missed, that garden. Beautiful. We're standing on the white tees right now, but looking back towards the main entrance to Countryside, which is now designed, that's the blue tees. So that made this hole about a 3-wood hole, a really monster par 3. Yep, that's our backyard.
So we just walked over here. Par 5. It's the only building hole you see. We'll show you the second half. Got to put it between those two bunkers. Can't go right, can't go left.
Double mounds.
Yep, there it is.
You have to hit it straight and long.
That's the beginning.
Roll on, brother.
It gets tighter when you get across the hill, too.
Yep.
Nice shot. Beautiful, dead center. Back when I was a kid, I used to be prime golf ball hunting territory off to the right. It used to be a tangle of brush and honeysuckle and scrub pines, all kinds of trees over there. Now they're pretty much houses there.
Black cherry trees on the right.
Black cherries on the right that were loaded with cherries.
All right, originally there was a big ditch on the left.
Right by the sinkhole down there.
Yeah, and it came about where those cones are. And it was deep and it was wide. It was very difficult. And the one on the right came in a little closer. There was very little pathway through there. There are also bunkers on the left-hand side going up that hillside by the green. The whole play where you come in from the left. A huge bunker was down just this side of that green stake at the base there before the ditch. Big bunker there. So you had to really finesse this hole. It was long and you had to finesse it out of bounds, and the rough was always very thick.
Father used to play a layup shot on the left area down there, to the left of those cones down there. Would be the place to play your layup shot.
Right.
I believe he used to have another oak tree guarding the green at one time.
I believe you're right, yeah.
Yeah, another old oak up on the right.
Yeah, and I think there was that trap. That trap's always been about the same way in the front there, I think.
Yeah.
But the green has a real hard roll forward, so you do not want to be above the green.
And you can't be above the green, and the green is shallow behind the hole, so you can easily run off the back. It's not a pleasant hole, but we always called this the home hole. I mean,
The homeboy hole, yeah.
This is our hole. When we were going up to the club, we'd sometimes play this hole going out.
And Father used to terrorize the GE golf leagues on this hole too, by the way.
Yes, he did. So we love this hole. This is number 12, par 5 at Countryside. Last look at number 12, looking back from the green, back towards the double mounds in the middle of the fairway. Beautiful hole, looking back to our original house.